everybody, Balloon Brothers.
We're back.
Yeah. We got a headband for you. Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July. Awesome headband. First thing you're going to need is a headband.
Oh.
Okay, so we're going to double stuff. So we got a stuffing tool. You can use a straw. This is like a barbecue stick right here that you skewer your chicken with. I just cut it into multiple pieces. It made like 3 pieces. So I was able to get, a couple stuffing sticks. They might break, get lost. But what we're going to do is take our stuffing stick, take a white 5-inch round, white.
Teach me.
We're going to put that on our stuffing stick, so it's on there.
Do I shoot it or do I leave it?
You just leave it.
Oh, okay.
Then what we're going to do is we're going to take a clear 5-inch round. It's got star prints on it. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull this over the white balloon on the stuffing stick. So we get it over there. And what I do is when I get it, I put it on my chest and then grab both sides of the nozzle and pull it down so it's real easy and quickly to do. Then what I'm going to do is blow up the white balloon on the inside, but not the clear balloon. So we're going to take our pump. I would suggest a pump over mouth inflating. And then we're going to do maybe halfway to 3/4 blown up. And then we're going to tie the white nozzle. Boop. Then we're going to put a little bit of air, maybe an inch off of the white balloon with the clear balloon. So once again, we're going to take our pump. You can see people doing these double stuff techniques all the time. I highly recommend getting this 5-inch round with star print or 11-inch round with the star print. It really makes the most gorgeous balloons and adds so much to your stuff. So we're going to take this and we're going to tie them both together. Leave them there. And then what we're going to do next is make our base. And then we're going to do 260 blue, light blue. I recommend dark blue for the 4th of July just because it's more close to the colors of the flag. So what we're going to do is we're going to pump. My pump actually fell off. We're going to make 2 pinch twists, about 2 finger bubble pinch twists. We're going to make 2 of those. Okay, it's really hot here. It's like above 90 degrees here right now.
Anything above 70 is hot to us.
Anything above 70 is scorching. So it's like 90 right now. And Mr. Brad and I are absolutely sweltering. So just bear with us while we're doing this. Now that we got our 2 pinch twists, we're going to make a 2-finger bubble like that. And then we're going to make 5 flower petals, very small. The flower petals themselves can be about 3 fingers long from beginning to end. So we're going to make 5 of those. Okay. So now we have our 5 flower petals. If you can, break this off and save it. And let some air out. We need about maybe that much or a little more. And since this is the base that I use for our headbands, I showed Mr. Brad this not too long ago. This is a much better base for headbands, in my opinion, than just using the standard flower petal, because the flower petal sometimes gets sucked inside the headband and it goes sideways and all over and it never sits right. It'll sit elevated off the person's head. And what this does, it creates a scenario where it won't go past the headband and it'll always be above their head so it sits up there perfectly. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this other piece of blue. Oh, you know what? I'll actually attach this first. So we're going to take our nozzle piece, and then we're going to set the 2 pinch twists. There's a line in the pinch twist where they meet. You want the headband to go across that, so it doesn't go with the line and fall over, against it, so it sits flat on it. And then what we're going to do is just wrap around once. Oh, Mr. Brad, you dropped your...
Thank you, sir.
And then we're going to take that little bit of scrap that we had earlier, and we're going to wrap it around in between the flower petals and the 2 pinch twists.
Wait a second.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it around, tie it. Like I said, if you have enough, do that. If not, just grab a whole nother balloon and do that. But I usually can get it. I've done it so many times that I can usually get it out of the 1 balloon. And then pop. And make sure that it's tied right back there. And what that does is I'm just making sure right now that my pinch twist line and the knot from the loop I just made are pretty much at the same area. And then what I'm going to do is, this basically holds the piece from slipping over like that. It makes it really, really sturdy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our 5-inch, with our 5-inch, double stuff, wrap it in there, and then most people just stay right there when they wrap it. Me, personally, I like to go through again to make sure that the balloon really sits in there perfect and is really in there nicely. So now that we have this right here, our 260 base with our two 5-inch rounds, we're going to take a red 160 and blow it 3/4 of the way up. I would have used my pump, but I dropped it. So we're going to make 2 pinch twists. Just doesn't matter what size, any size pinch twist. Just don't make anything too crazy big. Just 2 little pinch twists at the end of the balloon. And then what we're going to do is, we're going to make sure that the pinch twist is right here on the side of the headband where it lines up this way. And we're just going to wrap it around. Make sure that it sits there, straighten it out. Tie it at the very end. Clip the excess past the knot. And you know what, Mr. Brad?
Yes, sir.
I totally forgot to grab U-glue.
Oh my goodness.
You know we love this stuff.
That is my favorite.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to make a curl. Always love the curl.
Thank you, Michael Creighton.
Michael Creighton is the man. Literally a superhero to us. Balloon superhero. And we're going to take a piece of U-glue and we're going to pop it right at the end of the curl, Mr. Brad. And then we're going to attach it, hold it, let it go. And you can leave it like this, or you could shape it like an S like this. But what I like to do is take another piece of U-glue and place it almost at the top of the balloon, just a little bit to the side. Oop. Right here. Not fully to the top center, but just a little off center. We take the U-glue out, that there, so it gives a nice little shape to it right there.
I did a
Or Mr. Brad can do, I actually like that even more, a little awesome for the 4th of July. And then what we're going to do is, I bought this really awesome stuff. Michael Bay, huge shout out to Michael Bay. We love that guy.
He's the man.
He always uses tinsel and things. Like he got some of the ideas and stuff from Michael Creighton, who we mentioned just a few minutes ago. But it literally does wonders for your headband pieces. It's a game changer. Mm-hmm. So I highly recommend going to Walmart. They have this really nice, let me grab it right here. This really nice iridescent, beautiful garland that you can buy. It's about $5 for 12 feet. Mm-hmm. You only need about 1 inch of it to put it in a headband, but it's amazing. And what I did was, there's places like Factory Direct Craft, and there's other craft wholesalers that sell awesome stuff. So I found this really cute 4th of July Independence Day garland that I thought was awesome. And the cool thing about it is not only is it red, white, and blue and shiny, but it has a flag like every inch or two. So all you need is 1 inch or two, and you get a little flag with it, which adds even a little more flair to it.
I like that.
So we're going to show you with just a little bit of piece of flair what we can do right now. So what I did was I already pre-cut 2 little pieces right here. And what you want to do is, when you get a piece, is whenever you cut these types of garland, they have a little bit of wire inside. And you want to make sure that you bend the wire over and curl it into like a little swirl shape to make sure that none of the sharp ends are going to pop your balloon.
Well,
so once we do that, all we have to do is just feed a piece of the garland in between that little, there's a little hole in between the red balloon and the 5-inch round. So we just stick a little bit. It doesn't even have to be a lot, just a little. Once it's in there, tension is going to hold everything. And then make sure your flags are sticking out straight, everything looks gorgeous. And this is one of the most awesome, I've been doing these for like the last week. Because we live real close to Canada, and they have an Independence Day type holiday right around our time. So, really awesome 4th of July headband. Please use these. They're really awesome, really easy to make and quick. I can literally bust these out in no time, and they're always a huge crowd pleaser. Lots of flair on them, and yeah, this is the Balloon Brothers. Brother Joe.
Brother Brad.
Brother Brad. And keep twisting, guys.
Yeah. Happy 4th of July.